Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Adeze Okezie, the live video visibility queen with emotic accent, and you're listening to the Style with Anna podcast, the one and only podcast about the many expressions of style. Find out how our exceptional guests turn their flaws into assets and how they define style from their own and unique perspective. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast on your favorite platform and kindly leave a one sentence review. Now, let us join the journey and meet the host, Anna in Style, aka the Style Medium.
Thank you, Daisy, for the lovely introduction. It's always a pleasure hearing your professional accents.
In this episode, Anna in Style myself, the style medium, the fashion snob, and the eclectic style channeling chameleonista will take you through my insights on what a signature style is, why it is good to have one, and how it can help you stand out in business and love. Be sure to find out what style has to do with our fingerprints, what a Barbie doll can do for you, and it's certainly not what you think, I dare say, and why pasta can be a catalyst for your confidence when it comes to your business and career choices. Join me on this journey. Let's play. P.S. I'm also sharing with you how you can quickly check if you have a signature style already or not quite yet. Hello, my dear listener. Today it's just you and me. And I want to talk about what actually is signature style. Well, first of all, it is something that makes you different from everyone else. It's like your fingerprint. It's a distinction and a valuable tool for marketing and also for standing out from any kind of competition. I love to say it helps you in business and in love because it is something that cannot be copied and it is only yours, so you are recognizable by it. Imagine a room and someone doesn't know you. They ask another person to tell them which one of the people there is you. They will be able to describe you. And what they describe is your signature style that they can identify. The more clear your signature style is, the more memorable it will be, and the easier it will be for others to describe you in a few words. And also to remember you when you're in a meeting or at an event, people will remember you easier. And that's important because they meet a lot of people, and it is known that sometimes your clients may come to you after months or even years to work with you. So this is one aspect. The other one is when you know who you are in your essence, you're more confident. You know who you are, you know what you're about, you know your values, you are aware of them, you're consciously aware of them. And that makes you stronger in your core. And in your conviction. It helps in everyday communications as well, because no matter what other people say, you know who you are in your essence, what you stand for, and they can say whatever they want, but it won't affect you because you know you have your pillar to hold on. It brings you confidence. Knowing your true signature style also helps in strengthening your position in your business, for example, because when you want to appear as an authority, you will subconsciously know what is typical for your industry, how you should look like to show what industry you belong to. When we are asked to imagine ourselves in 10, 20 years from now, imagine our higher self, it is inevitable that we need to imagine ourselves dressed. I mean, how many times do you imagine yourself, your future self, your successful future self naked? I mean, it's possible, but not very likely. We always pay attention to what we are wearing, and usually our future self, our higher self, wears something different than what we are wearing at the moment. And this is crucial and very important. Why? Why are we not wearing today what we imagine we could wear 10 years from now? Is it because of our body? Will we lose weight? I can tell you from experience that size doesn't matter. And I will give you an example. I love this example. There was a question, I think it was in one of the Facebook groups. It was posted by Janine Figoli Mayos, and she asked, what would your Barbie doll look like? If they created a Barbie doll after you, how would she look like? And I think this is amazing because, as you know, all Barbie dolls, they have the same figure. They look the same, but special editions are styled according to icons. And when she made that post, she attached a picture of a Barbie doll that would represent Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. This Barbie doll usually associated with sex symbols and whatnot because of her perfect body. She represented the queen in her older age. She had silver hair, the distinctive hairdo. We know immediately who it belongs to, the royal dress, and everything that the crown, of course, and everything that represents the queen. And the most important thing is that despite this perfect model-like body, and Barbie doesn't have wrinkles, of course, she still looked like the queen, because the queen had her signature style, and this signature style can be put anywhere on any caricature, and you will know it's the queen. And this is what makes an exceptional, good signature style, a memorable one. Iris Apfel. You know her distinctive glasses, you know her style. You cannot mistake her for anyone else. And she's also an old lady, and she could also have her own Barbie doll with her perfect body and no wrinkles. And you would still recognize her. So whenever you think that you could wear something as your future self, but not as yourself as you are today because of your size, think about this. Imagine what your Barbie doll would look like, and you will have your signature style. Another thing about signature style and its importance in business is when you want to stand out from the crowd. If you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, coach, consultant, we all look the same, right? And especially on social media, it's very important to stand out. Because if there are like 10 coaches, who will remember you? You need to be something different. And memorability is always a good thing. And even if there are like 20 relationship coaches, for example, you will stand out. I love the analogy with the pasta. When people say, okay, everybody's doing it already, I don't want to do it because everybody's done everything. What else can I offer that nobody else can? Pasta is made of 4 ingredients. And there's still so many brands that produce pasta, so many different ways, and above all, so many different packages. We buy pasta because of the packaging. We don't know how it tastes until we taste it. And it's the same with people. People don't know your intelligence, how intelligent you are, until you speak. But before you do, they see how you look like. And they will decide whether they will listen to you or not. This is why it is so important how we look like. Sometimes we are sending out different mixed messages because an average woman has 2 to 3 styles in her wardrobe, No wonder she can't decide what to wear. Everything is mixed up and confused. It creates confusion. And when we dress randomly, we create confusion on ourselves, on our bodies, and in our mind. Because when we are aligned from head to toe, we will be aligned in our essence and in our mind as well. What we wear influences how we think. And why I know this is true is because how we feel. We tend to say, oh, today I feel like wearing yellow because I'm happy, because I don't know, it's summery day outside. So if we are able to dress the way we feel, we can also feel the way we dress. And this is where intentional dressing comes in. We can influence ourselves and the surroundings around us through what we wear, because we are sending non-verbal messages that are more credible than our words. They have more credibility, they create more trust, and the famous know, like, and trust factor can be amplified through how we look. If you're a doctor, you need to look like a doctor, otherwise they may mistaken you as for a nurse, for example, or another patient. In a hospital, you need to look like a doctor. And the same goes for any other profession. If you don't want to be mistaken for someone else, you better dress the way your profession expects you to. And I've noticed that especially in the coaching world and the healing world, people are just, they don't pay attention to this. Many don't. There are exceptions, as everywhere and always, but there seems to be no obvious rule how you should look like as a coach, for example. And that's good because you can create your own rules. But what kind of people you are targeting needs to reflect in what you wear, inevitably. So thank you for listening today. Leave a comment below and tell me, do you have your signature style? Have you found it? And if not, why? What is holding you back? Thank you for listening, and until next time, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Style with Anna podcast. If you like this podcast, tell your friends about it, leave a review and subscribe. This is your way of supporting us and telling us our efforts are appreciated. I invite you to take the Attraction Style quiz at www.chooseyoursigunaturestyle.com, followed by a 5-day email sequence. You can go on a discovery journey and have a talk with your inner self like never before. If you would like to learn more about my speaker and guests, kindly refer to the links in the show notes. Listen, there is always time for transformation, even after a breakup, divorce, or turning 50.